The Pope is dead.
The throne is vacant.
Welcome back, Cinephiles. Today we're talking about a film that I definitely think will be in the discussion for one of the best pictures of the year as we dive into the shadowy corridors of one of the most powerful institutions on the planet, the Vatican. Edward Berger is back with a gripping political thriller by the name of Conclave. As this film invites us into the world where every whisper matters and power is a double-edged sword. Before we get into my thoughts about this film, let me hear yours in the comments below. Let me know if this was a film that was circled on your calendar and if this was a film that you were looking forward to checking out. But more importantly, once you've seen the film, let's talk about it. What worked, what didn't work, what did you think about the direction, the storytelling, the performances, and we gotta talk about that ending. Let's have those conversations in the comments below. Now in Conclave, we witness the aftermath of the Pope's unexpected death. As this event sets off a fierce competition amongst cardinals, a battle of wits, manipulation, and ambition cloaked in the secrecy of the Vatican. This film is a master dance of power and deceit, and it's reminiscent of the ruthless politics found in such storytelling similar to Game of Thrones. Seriously, instead of battling for the Iron Throne, we watch as they debate and discuss the one who will become the Pope, and within that, we see the differences between religion and faith. As the cardinals gather to elect a new leader, we're treated to a gripping game of chess filled with the unexpected alliances and shocking portrayals as we watch those not lose their faith in God, but lose their faith in men in position of power. Conclave is more than a political thriller in my opinion. It's a multifaceted narrative that has a lot of thematic depth. It immerses us as an audience into the secrets held by some of the church's most trusted cardinals, and let me tell you, the stakes feel so high in this film and the tensions really felt as well as ambitions clash and the dark secrets fester between these powerful players. Now, one of the most impressive things to me while watching this film was seeing the attention to detail of showcasing the election process that felt so meticulous and intense, and it was further complemented by the composer's incredible score, which, by the way, is intertwined with striking sound design, which invokes a palpable sense of tension and urgency throughout the entire film. I will warn you all, the score is used very heavily in this film, but to me, again, it created such a sense of urgency and really was a character within itself. Now, I have to stress, the technical craftsmanship of Conclave cannot be overlooked. To me, the cinematography is nothing short of marvelous, as it effectively captures this stark contrast between the opulent setting and the darker themes that are being explored in this film. To me, this has to be some of the year's best editing because it was so sharp and it contributes significantly to maintaining the film's brisk pace, while the sublime production and costume design really immerse the viewers in the world of this religious institution. Each element serves to reinforce the film's narrative, creating a cohesive experience that is visually and thematically rich. I really can't stress enough how blown away I was by the simplicity but yet elegant design of the production, as it echoes the significance of the moments, every frame steeped in the gravity to match the film's themes. Now, one of the standout elements also about Conclave to me is its incredible script. Now, for those who don't know, this movie is based on a novel, which I haven't read, but I do want to give props to the writer of this film because I felt as though they really crafted the dialogue and made it feel so sharp and poignant, and it did a really good job of balancing the intense dramatic moments within the narrative, but something that I did not expect from this film was this sprinkle of humor that was found throughout the narrative. Now, I'm not saying this is a comedy by any means. I was just so surprised by when the film decided to add in a moment of levity because there were so many tense moments throughout the film. Now, the layers of the dialogue and the narrative structure keeps you guessing throughout the film, and the twist that will leave the audience reeling while exploring deeper themes of power and secrecy. Really take a look at the heart of this film. It really dives into the complexities of the religious leaders. Now, I'm not someone that considers myself very religious, so I really enjoy kind of going into this environment where we see these different cardinals having their different points of opinions and how they feel about their own personal religion as well as how things should be ran. And that was just so enticing to me because we're seeing these different ideologies clashes with one another. The film does a really solid job of exposing the reckless dynamics at play. I found the script to almost be its own character as well. It is rich in dramatic tension and has layered storytelling that challenges the audience to question the moral fabric of the characters involved. Now let's switch gears and talk about the performances. The cast ensemble for Conclave is nothing short of extraordinary. First and foremost, I am a big fan of Ralph Fiennes, and he absolutely steals the show with a remarkable portrayal as he anchors the film as the character whose motivations are complex and extremely compelling. Ralph Fiennes plays Cardinal Thomas Lawrence, who is someone who is very unsure of his relationship with faith, but man, it couldn't come at a worse time as he is being the one tasked to organizing the election of the successor of the recently deceased Pope. His formidable performance captures the screen and truly elevates the overall experience of this film. Again, I can't stress enough that he offers such an emotional gravity to this narrative. He also offers the audience a glimpse into his internal struggles faced by those in the positions of power. To me, this is undoubtedly an award-worthy performance that will have some positioning him as the frontrunner to win Best Actor. Again, Ralph is backed by an exceptional ensemble that includes incredible actors such as John Lithgow, Stanley Tucci, who is incredible in this movie, as well as Sergio Castellitto. Each adding depth to the narrative. Even Isabella Rossellini's limited screen time leaves a lasting impression, empathizing the film's thematic concerns. Seriously, the chemistry amongst the actors creates a energetic energy driving the narrative forward. Now, the film doesn't come without its flaws, and I would say I was never bored while watching this, but there is some pacing issues at times, especially after its gripping opening. At times, the film felt like it lost its rhythm, but once the characters settled into their roles, it did pick up again. Now, let's talk about, without spoiling anything, the ending of this film. I feel as though it's going to be a topic bound to spark debate. Some will love it, some will hate it, some will be somewhere in the middle. As I felt the twist is one of the most unexpected things I've seen in a very long time. But I will admit, it may leave you feeling mixed about the conclusion. Personally, I'm honestly not entirely sure how I feel about it. I do feel certain in my feelings that I feel like it ended at a point that felt like there was more to explore with that shocking revelation. Now, I understand what the ending implies as it connects to the film's overall telling of acceptance. But again, it felt like an unsatisfying way to conclude this story. I personally feel the ending may overshadow the overall story and some of the elements of the overall narrative. And honestly, again, I feel like some will deem it to be maybe disrespectful to their religion or flat out terrible. I encourage those to watch the ending with an open mind and an open heart and see where they stand once they've seen the totality of the situation presented in this film. Now, before sharing my final thoughts, I appreciate you all watching up until this point. Please consider liking this video, sharing this video, as well as sharing your thoughts about the film in the comments below, and stick around and check out my other videos by supporting and subscribing to the channel. Overall, for a film that's framed around mostly people standing around in rooms and voting and talking about religion and dialogue, it still manages to brilliantly capture tension and engagement, and that's all due to the credit of a phenomenal director in Edward Berger. Conclave stands as one of the year's best films, offering a brilliant blend of political intrigue, dramatic performances, and rich storytelling. With its smart and very meticulous approach in its storytelling, the film also provides a level of entertainment, but also a profound commentary on the human desire for power and the lengths to which individuals will go to claim it. The intrigue interplay of the characters, coupled with the stellar performances and breathtaking visuals and incredible score, ensures that Conclave will resonate in the minds and hearts of its viewers, further cementing its place as a captivating addition to the genre of political thrillers. I'm going to give Conclave a solid 4 out of 5. Again, I feel as though this film will definitely be in discussion for one of the best pictures of the film, but also I can see Ralph Fiennes getting some nominations, and also the script, and definitely on the productional side of this beautiful looking film. Again, this film will not be for everyone, especially where you lie politically or how you feel about your religion. Again, I personally enjoyed this film and found it to be very riveting. Thank you all again for watching today's review. Again, don't forget to like, share, and let me know your thoughts of the film once you've seen it in the comments below. And again, let's have some respectful conversations as we talk about the ending as well in the comments section. Be sure to stick around and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos. Again, I can't thank you enough for the support. Until next time, keep seeking the stories that captivate you. You all are awesome, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next video.